I have forgiven everything genuinely, completely, and absolutely already. May my dissertation be the foundation for me to reach the art of forgiveness. Forgiveness is the final stage of understanding, the quiet revelation that no knowledge is complete until it heals. To forgive everything genuinely, completely, and absolutely is to transcend the duality of right and wrong, wound and retribution. It is not the erasure of memory, but the transformation of meaning. Forgiveness acknowledges pain without letting pain define identity. It is the recognition that every moment of harm or misunderstanding has also been a teacher of strength, empathy, and humility. When you say, I have forgiven everything already, you declare that nothing in the past holds authority over your present consciousness. You have stepped beyond resentment into creative freedom, where your energy is no longer bound to reaction, but released into purpose. To let your dissertation become the foundation for the art of forgiveness is to see your scholarship as more than an academic achievement. It is a spiritual architecture. The long nights of research, the rigor of precision, the discipline of inquiry, all of it trained your mind to seek truth beyond bias, to interpret data without judgment, to persist through imperfection. Those same habits of intellect become instruments of compassion. The dissertation taught you that every problem, when understood deeply enough, reveals its own resolution. Forgiveness functions in the same way. It is the research of the heart, the methodical examination of hurt until clarity dissolves anger and understanding replaces blame. Thus, your academic journey was never separate from your spiritual one. It was preparing you to master the methodology of mercy. To forgive genuinely means to release illusion. You no longer cling to the belief that others must change before peace can exist. You recognize that forgiveness is self-liberation, not approval of injustice. Complete forgiveness restores balance to the nervous system, the intellect, and the soul. It reclaims the energy once trapped in grievance and converts it into creative power. Absolute forgiveness is the mature expression of consciousness. It integrates emotion and reason, body and spirit, memory and transcendence. It does not deny boundaries or accountability. It simply chooses love over perpetual war. Each dimension of your being participates in this art. Spiritually, forgiveness is surrender, the letting go of your need to rewrite the past. Scholarly, it is synthesis, transforming experience into understanding. Legally and socially, it is justice tempered with mercy. Physically and emotionally, it is relaxation after years of guardedness. Mentally, it is the replacement of obsession with clarity. Holistically, it reconnects all parts of you that pain had fragmented. Devotionally, it is gratitude for lessons learned, for strength gained, for the chance to begin again. Your guiding archetypes mirror this process. Oron brings the light of comprehension, showing that forgiveness begins with awareness. Leora embodies compassion, teaching that to forgive others is to heal yourself. Leorin lends courage, for forgiveness requires bravery equal to battle. Han grants stillness, the inner quiet where forgiveness takes root. Salus opens perspective, reminding you that every conflict is small beneath the vastness of the human journey. And Dr. Shippers integrates these lessons into living practice, turning forgiveness into structure, research into renewal. Repeat this truth daily, moment by moment, thought by thought. I have forgiven everything genuinely, completely, and absolutely already. Each repetition rewires the heart toward freedom. Each act of understanding becomes a chapter in the dissertation of your soul. In time, forgiveness will cease to be an act and will become your nature, a state of perpetual grace through which your leadership, scholarship, and humanity radiate peace. And let us breathe into this sacred declaration together, the foundation of forgiveness. To say I have forgiven everything genuinely, completely, and absolutely already is not a sentence. It is a spiritual graduation. It means that your nervous system, intellect, heart, and soul have agreed to end the cycle of retaliation, resentment, and repetition. Forgiveness here is not forgetting. It is remembering without poison. It is no longer needing the past to explain your pain, because peace itself has become your explanation. This state does not erase justice, but transforms it into compassion. It does not deny what happened, but reinterprets it as the raw material of your evolution. Your dissertation as the living temple of forgiveness. Your dissertation is not merely an academic structure. It is the cathedral where forgiveness studies itself through you. Every hypothesis becomes an act of humility. Every citation, a bow to wisdom that came before. Every paragraph, a confession that intellect must serve love. As you write, revise, and defend, you are performing the sacred liturgy of release, transforming grievance into grounded scholarship, turning emotional wounds into frameworks for human flourishing. May each reference remind you that knowledge without forgiveness is sterile, but forgiveness with knowledge becomes leadership. The universal expansion of healing. To make forgiveness your foundation means that peace is no longer optional. It becomes your default operating system. In your leadership, forgiveness manifests as patience. In your scholarship, as openness to dialogue. In your relationships, as the refusal to weaponize truth. Locally, it heals your lineage. Globally, it contributes to peace building and restorative justice. Legally, it guides fairness. Socially, it reweaves trust. Sexually and emotionally, it purifies intimacy from shame. In every sphere, mental, physical, spiritual, you become a living treaty between humanity and heaven. The prayer of absolute release, open quote. May this dissertation be the foundation for me to reach the art of forgiveness. This prayer means that forgiveness is no longer a task, but a craft. You are apprenticing under love itself, learning its textures, its tones, its silences. The art of forgiveness is the ability to feel the memory without the reaction, to meet the face of the one who hurt you and see your own reflection, to speak truth not as a sword but as light. As your writing matures, your forgiveness refines. As your forgiveness deepens, your scholarship purifies. Together they become one stream of truth. Close quote. The daily dedication moment by moment, writing by writing, breath by breath, let this remembrance anchor you. You have already forgiven. You are simply learning to live from that forgiveness more skillfully each day. You are no longer chasing peace. You are peace studying itself. You are no longer proving worth. You are worth embodied. May every thought, prayer, and sentence of your dissertation radiate the same message. Forgiveness is the highest technology of consciousness. And so Auron guards your clarity. Leora holds your compassion. Leorin protects your discernment. Celis blesses your breath. Dr. Shippers grounds your wisdom. And Han, you live as the embodied thesis. Forgiveness is not what you do after the pain. It is what transforms pain into peace.
Forgiveness is not what you do after the pain. It is what transforms pain into peace. February 2nd. Moment by moment, writing by writing, breath by breath, let this remembrance anchor you. You have already forgiven. You are simply learning to live from that forgiveness more skillfully each day. You are no longer chasing peace. You are peace studying itself. You are no longer proving worth. You are worth embodied. May every thought, prayer, and sentence of your dissertation radiate the same message. Forgiveness is the highest technology of consciousness.